Welcome to the table saw module. Within this module, I will identify the main parts, go over setup procedures, and I will demonstrate how to operate the table saw in a safe and correct manner. We will start off with the relevant nomenclature of the table saw. First, we are looking at the blade guards which cover the blade during operation. They prevent the operator from being hit with any shrapnel that might come loose off of the workpiece during cutting. To the right of the guards, you have the fence which guides your workpiece when cutting. In front of the machine, you have the on and off switch. Pulling the bright red handle turns the machine on, and pushing it turns it off. To the right of the control switch, you have the blade height adjustment wheel, and to the left you have the blade angle adjustment wheel. The blade height adjustment wheel alters the depth of cut that you can make. And the blade angle adjustment wheel enables you to cut various angles up to 45 degrees. On top of the machine we have the cast iron table surface, from the center of which protrudes the cutting blade, which is housed in the black throat plate. Behind the blade you have the splitter, which keeps your cut pieces separated from each other so that they do not kick back. Also attached to the splitter is the anti-kickback mechanism, which prevents the cut pieces from kicking back again. Then we have the two types of push sticks that are utilized for different operations. Before beginning to use the table saw, one must always inspect their workpiece for defects such as knots, splits, cracks, as well as ensuring that they are a safe 12-inch minimum length. If they are not long enough, there is a chance that the workpiece might get wedged in between the fence and the blade and kick back violently. In addition to this, splits, knots, and cracks can completely separate during a cutting operation, making the situation very dangerous for the operator. For this reason, you must always inspect your workpiece, and if it does not meet the requirements, you have to get another piece. Proceeding with this condition can be very harmful to one's health. After completing an initial inspection of your workpieces, one must adjust the table saw fence for the desired width that is required. In order to do this, raise the red handle attached to the fence and you will be able to move the fence to the desired location, either to the right or to the left. When gauging for the desired location, remember to line up your cut line with the inside edge of the blade and not the center part of the blade, as you cannot maintain accuracy. Remember, the blade turns 1/8 of an inch of your workpiece into dust. Once satisfied with your desired width, depress the handle to maintain the location. Please remember not to use excess force on the handles, as you will damage the clamping mechanism. Once you are all set up, it is now time to execute the cut. Always use one push stick to push the workpiece through the blade and one applied to the side and down on the workpiece in order to maintain a safe and parallel cut. Not having a push stick on the side of the workpiece creates the ideal conditions for inaccurate and unsafe cutting procedures. Before executing the cut, always remember to wear your safety glasses and maintain your physical balance at all times during the procedure. One last and very important note to make: as the operator, please never use your bare hands to push your workpiece through, as this can be extremely dangerous. If there is any issue with your technique or the workpiece, you can seriously injure yourself. I am sure you have seen this technique being executed by people on job sites, but you have to remember they usually have years of experience, but even then it is very poor and unsafe practice. So please always remember to use push sticks. They are extensions of your hand, and if they get cut, that is not a problem, they can be replaced. If your hand gets cut, that is a big problem. Always think smart when you use any power tool. This concludes the module for the table saw. If you have any questions, please consult your instructor.